Hi friends, let's continue our learning journey. We will be looking at a few more graphs in this video. So in the previous session, we understood about composition analysis or part to whole analysis, how we can use pie charts and stacked bar graphs to show the shares or proportions in the data. In this module, we will try to differentiate. We are basically going to revisit the concept of continuous and discrete data and differentiate it again. And we will look at time series data analysis, under which we will learn how to create line charts and area charts. Okay, so let's get started with what is the difference between continuous and discrete. This is something that we had already seen. We are doing a recap here. Continuous field is a field that contains a range of values, and that pill is indicated with a green color. And in the graph, visually, we get an axis while dealing with continuous data. Discrete field is something that has a distinct set of values in it. And if a field is discrete, the color of the pill will be blue. And if a field is discrete, then members from that field are displayed on the header and they are called field labels. Right. Now, why are we talking about this concept again and that too over here? Because when we learn line charts, there are two variants or varieties in a line chart. We can create either a continuous line chart or we could go ahead and create a discrete line chart. So we are going to look at the difference between the two. But when should we create a line chart? Isn't it? Given a requirement, how do you decide whether you should create a line chart for it or not? So if you are dealing with time series data, if you want to view the trends in data over a period of time, if you're looking at data that has been collected, gathered for over a period of time, then by default, creating line charts would be the best option, like stock price change over a 5-year period, website page views during a month, revenue by quarter, year-over-year growth. So for all such things, line charts come in handy. Let's see how to create a line chart in Tableau. So I'm already connected to Superstore. We're going to talk about line charts. So to create a line chart, we need to have a date field. Let me take order date to the columns shelf. And let's say I'm interested in looking at the profit. So I will take profit into the rows shelf. And look at what Tableau has done. Automatically, Tableau has given us a line. Right? We didn't go and select anything anywhere. The moment I used a date field in the canvas, and then whatever measure, Tableau has automatically utilized line as a mark type. Look at the mark type in the marks card. Automatically, it is a line. I will turn on the mark labels. So what do we understand? This is the profit from 2014, 15, 16, and 17. And observe the date pill on the columns shelf. It is rolled up by year. If you look at the data and check the data in the order date field, we have the complete date. Okay, we have information about the month and the year and the date. Okay, meaning the day and the month and the year. We have the complete information. All right. But when I used this field to create a chart, Tableau is not showing me each and every date present in the order date field. Instead, it has rolled it up by year. That is because dates are internally stored by Tableau in a hierarchical fashion. Date hierarchies are automatically created. Okay, and that is why you will see a plus sign. When you see a plus sign on a bill, it means you can do a drill down. When you click on the plus sign, it will drill down and take you to the next level. And when you click on the minus, it will roll up. It will go back to the parent level. So plus is to do a drill down, minus is to do a drill up or a roll up, anything we can call. Let me do it and show now. If I click on the plus sign on the year bill, it's taking me to the next level, quarter. Again, if I click on the plus sign, it takes me to the next level, month. Again, if I click on plus, it takes me to the next level, day. It is also possible to insert week in between if we want. Anyway, now I'll roll back. How do we roll back? By clicking on the minus. So when I click on minus, it comes back to that level. It drills back, drills up. Okay, so dates are internally stored as hierarchies, and date hierarchies are automatically created by Tableau. Whenever you use a date field, it will be rolled up by year. Now, is this a discrete line chart or is it a continuous line chart? How to figure it out? You can check the color of the date pill. If it is a blue pill, it means this is a discrete line chart. And if it is a blue pill, what will happen in the graph? We will get a header with field labels on it. So 2014, which is one particular member, is here. 2015 is another member. 2016 is another member which I can select because it is a label. I can click and select. If I want, I can even exclude that one particular member. Okay, so this is a discrete line chart. Now, how do we make it continuous? See, when we click on the drop-down icon of the date pill, on the drop-down menu, you will find year, quarter, month, day, and more. More is used to customize the date. Again, there is year, quarter, month, week, day, and more. More is for customizing. But why is this getting repeated? Year, quarter, month, and again, it's getting repeated. That is because the first set of dates that you see here will treat the date as a discrete field. The second set, they pertain to the continuous date field. Okay, so right now, this is the year which Tableau has selected automatically. It is representing it as a discrete year. I will pick it up from here. So if I select year from this place, it is going to become continuous. How do I know that it is continuous now? Because the color of the pill is green, and green pill indicates continuous data. And data from the green pill forms an axis with a range of dates over here, with a range of years. You see, I can't specifically select one particular member because it is not a member, it is not a label, it is an axis with a range. All right, did the values change? No, they haven't. This is the profit from 2014, it remains the way it is. Profit from 2015, 16 and 17. All right, so how does it matter now? We don't see any prominent difference or significance of each of these charts, right? Both of them are showing the same data. One is a small chart, the other one has expanded and utilized the entire canvas. So that's not the true strength of each of these charts. It's not even the proper difference between them. Let me show it this way. Now I'm going to pick up quarter from here. If I choose quarter from here, it will give me a discrete line chart. This is going to form a discrete line chart. Look at the color of the pill, blue colored quarter pill, blue, meaning discrete, meaning I have labels, Q1, Q2. You see how I'm able to select what I want. It's not a continuous range. These are labels, Q4. This is the profit from quarter 1, quarter 2 profit, quarter 3 profit, and quarter 4 profit. But quarter 1 of which year? Right? Okay, quarter 1 profit. But from which year? Quarter 2 profit. From which year? This is the profit from quarter 1. That's all. Irrespective of the year. Because we didn't use year here. This is just quarter. Which means this is the overall profit made by the business in quarter 1, irrespective of the year. This is the profit from quarter 2, irrespective of the year. Means consolidated. All the years quarter 2 performance put together. All the transactions from quarter 3, from across all the 4 years put together is this. And this is quarter 4. So this is like a summary report. Overall, quarter 4 has been the most profitable quarter for this business. Overall, quarter 1 is the least profitable quarter. This is the overall performance. It gives you a summary kind of a view. By looking at this chart, will it be possible to comment about the profits from each of these quarters across each and every year? Can we conclude saying that every year, quarter 3 to quarter 4, there is a spike in the profits? We cannot come to such conclusion, isn't it? Because we don't know what is happening in each and every year. This is the overall performance at quarter level. What's happening in each year with these quarters is not clearly known to us. So what I'm going to do is, I will change this quarter and use quarter from the second set. Means from the continuous set. So if I pick it up from the continuous set, look at the graph now. It is a green colored quarter pill, meaning it is continuous, which means I will get an axis with a range of dates. So you might feel that Tableau probably skipped quarter 1, it's showing quarter 2. Skipped quarter 3, it's showing quarter 4. No, it hasn't skipped. These are referred to as tick marks. And depending on the size of your screen on which you're viewing the chart or creating the chart, Tableau will decide where these markings should come. If you look at the graph itself, we do have data for 2014 quarter 1. This is quarter 2. Here, this is quarter 3, quarter 4. Again, 2015, quarter 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you go with a continuous line graph, when you pick up the date granularity from the second set, it is going to give you a continuous line chart, which is a detailed report, performance of every quarter from every year I can see here. Now look at 2016. It's a different scenario, right? Q1 to Q2, there is an increase, but Q2 to Q3, the profits have reduced. And then there's a spike. So the overall spike could be because of this. This could be one reason. And the latest year has a completely different story to tell, which is completely opposite of our overall pattern. Q1 to Q2 profits have decreased. Q2 to Q3, there is a spike. Q3 to Q4, it has maintained more or less in a stable way. Right? So, a continuous line graph is like a detailed report, and a discrete chart is more like a summary report. Now, if I pick up month from here, how many data points am I going to see over there? If you think it is 12, then you're absolutely right, because this is discrete month and we have data for 12 months. One data point for Jan, one data point for Feb, for March, for April, for May. So this is the performance of the business in January. Performance of the business in February, irrespective of the year. Overall Feb, overall March performance, overall December performance. If I pick it up from here, what would happen? If you're thinking 48 data points, then you're right. Because we have data for 12 months and we have it for 4 years. In all the 4 years, we have data for all the 12 months. So 4 multiplied by 12, we get 48 data points over here. All right, so I hope you all understood the difference between discrete and continuous line chart. Depending on your requirement, you have to decide which chart to create. If you want more like a summary view, go with a discrete report. If you want a detailed view, then you go with a continuous line chart. Okay, now there's another chart that we can create for time series data analysis. We can create an area chart. Okay, so across different years, I'm looking at the profit. By default, Tableau has given me a line chart. If I change the mark type to area, this is an area chart. Simple, right? Instead of just showing the line, it is shading the space between the header or the axis and the line itself. So this complete area is filled in with a color. This is an area. But that's not actually the true strength of an area chart now. Okay, it's not that simple. It's not simply shading the color. Let's see what it is. So this is the profit made by the business across different years. Now I would like to break it down by segment. So I'm going to take segment into the color shelf. Tableau has given me 3 different lines. This corresponds to consumer segment. The profit obtained from consumer segment across different years. Profit made by corporate segment across different years. Profit from home office segment across different years. Perfect. So individual profit I know, 11,000 from home office, 13,000 from corporate, almost 25 from consumer. But can we tell what is the overall profit of 2014? We'll have to do a little bit of math, right? We'll have to check. Overall profit of 2017, again, I'll have to select those data points and check in the tooltip. So I no longer have information about the overall profit in each year. I know the profit from individual segments. In the previous video, we had looked at stacked bar, right? Imagine presenting this data as a stacked bar. Okay, if I were to create a stacked bar, here I'm selecting the stacked bar chart from Show Me panel. What is it doing? It gives you an idea about the overall profit, approximately 50,000 in 2014. Okay, slightly over 60,000 over here, over 80,000 over here, and more than 90,000 over here overall. At the same time, it's also showing me individual profits, stacked one on top of the other. Now, instead of stacking the bars, imagine if we considered the complete area. Okay, this is the performance of corporate segment, which is stacked on top of home office. And this is the performance of consumer segment, which is stacked on top of corporate. So I'll just connect this, then connect this, and then connect this. Imagine shading this whole area in red, this whole area in orange, this complete area in blue. Okay. By using mark type as area, I'll show it to you. Look at that. So this is an area chart. Must be a little confusing, right? So you think of it like this. Think of area chart as a combination of line and stacked bar. So instead of stacking bars one on top of the other, you're looking at the data in the form of line and you're stacking the areas. So this is one area. On top of that, corporate segment area. On top of that, consumer segment area. So think of area chart as a combination of line and stacked bar. Then it will make sense. Okay, try it out. And if you'll still have any doubts on this chart, do let me know. You can drop a comment and I'll get back. So that's about the charts that we use for time series data analysis. Now over here also you can create whatever you want. You can create continuous chart or you could create a discrete chart. Okay, instead of lines, we are stacking areas together. That's it. Both of them are used for time series data analysis. Okay, so we've looked at line charts. We looked at the difference between a discrete line chart and continuous line chart. And we looked at area charts. Okay, I hope everything that we discussed in this video is clear to you. Please do practice. So when should you go for a line chart or an area chart? When you have to perform time series data analysis. All right, friends, I hope it was informative and you all understood everything. So thank you so much. I will see you in the next video where we will discuss about a few more concepts. Thank you. Bye-bye.